Hello and welcome to the rundown on all of the entries you will see in the 2022 Knoxville Nationals. The Nationals start off with two qualifying nights. We will break down the drivers who will compete in Wednesday and Thursday accordingly, ascending in order by car number. This list is based off of the pre-entries, so there is potential for other drivers to compete in these qualifying nights, but this is based off of the cars already registered to compete and try to enter the 61st Knoxville Nationals. Starting off on Wednesday night, he's hopped around a few cars this year, running a true Outlaws schedule. Driving the 1AU is the Australian Sprint Car champion, Marcus Dumsney. This driver comes out of the woodworks to compete at the Nationals each year. He hails from Lincoln, Nebraska in the 1M, Don Dowd Jr. Driving the Dryden Duramax Shark Racing 1S from Hanover, Pennsylvania, World of Outlaws driver Logan Schuhard. Originally from Colorado, this driver spends his time racing 360s and 410s in the Midwest. Jake Buback registers the 1X for 2022. The 2019 champion of the Nationals drives the Big Game Motorsports number 2 for the second year running. From Watertown, Connecticut, this is David Gravel. The 2020 World of Outlaws rookie, competing now in ASCS, pulls the 410 out once again for the Nationals. Wayne Johnson of Tuttle, Oklahoma, drives for 2C Racing.
Driving the 2K this year is a man with 4 wins in 360 competition at Knoxville, of Huron, South Dakota, Kevin Engel. Hopping in the TKS Motorsports car for the Nationals is an Australian that makes his U.S. residence in Iowa. The 2KS is going to be Ian Madsen. This is the defending track champion out of St. Michael, Minnesota, and the 2M car will be Davey Heskin. Car number 3 is brought up by a guy who regularly attends Knoxville Raceway events from Gravois Mills, Missouri, Ayrton Genatine. 23-year-old farmer and the sharp-looking 3P for another go at the Nationals, local weekly driver Sawyer Phillips.
The Jonestown Jet buckles up for the Nationals in his own 3Z car. Sitting 10th in the World of Outlaws points is Brock Zierfoss. This driver runs weekly at Knoxville with a very diverse resume of 410 action to his name. From Fairmount, Indiana, Brandon Wimmer. Driving for Mike Sandvig, a regular with no wins so far this season, he is the reigning track champion at Huset's Speedway, Justin Henderson. Driving for Jason Sides, filling in for him early this summer. The 7S is Robbie Price from British Columbia, Canada. Our homie in the 7W hails from Indianola, Iowa. This is Dustin Selvage. This driver races weekly at Knoxville in 2022 after winning 3 consecutive All-Star titles and attempting a first season with the World of Outlaws. Aaron Reitzel for Ridge & Sons Racing. In the 9R, a guy who never misses the big races, the only driver from Arkansas entered this year is Derek Hagar. Entered in a new ride for the Nationals, regularly competing at Knoxville in the 35P, from Lakefield, Minnesota is Skylar Prochaska. From Oklahoma, he drives entry number 11. He's an occasional entry in the Midwest, Roger Crockett.
Driving for Mike McGee in the All-Star Circuit of Champions, he's known as the law firm Parker Price Miller. Driving the Buick Motorsports 13 is the guy from Monrovia, Indiana. He looks to bird up at Knoxville this year, Justin Peck. A regular at Huset's in Knoxville from North Dakota, one of the more recognizable sprint cars in the country, this is Mark Dobmeyer. This 16-year-old phenom stunned many in the West Coast swing of the World of Outlaws calendar. Ready to take on his first Knoxville Nationals is Corey Day.
Driver from California racing weekly in Ohio, but jumping in a one-off with Dietz Motorsports for his first Nationals, the 14J entry will be Cole Macedo. The Tony Stewart Racing entry of car number 15 is the runner-up from last year, a driver with 10 national titles to his name, Fargo, North Dakota's Donnie Schatz. The 16A is brought up by a Californian 360 driver. He competes occasionally in NARC events as a member of the fleet of NOS Energy drivers, Colby Copeland. From Wooster, Ohio, driving for Clausen Marshall Racing is one of the most popular names in sprint car racing. In the NOS Energy, number 17, Sheldon Hodenshield. This driver picked up a ride with snow racing after the start of the All-Star season. He starts as a rookie in the Nationals from Marion, Illinois. Entry number 17C is Carson Short.
A regular in NARC 410 competition who always brings a good-looking car to the track. From Rockland, California is Shane Golovic. Driving one of the TRD engines is a Californian touring all over the country this year. Son of the drag racer Gary, this is Giovanni Selzi. The hottest sprint car driver in the country, with the most prize winnings of any driver. Definitely a candidate to win is the Myerstown Missile, Brent Marks in the 19. 14th in points at the track as a local with 11 seasons of 410 racing under his belt. The eye-catching number 20 is driven by 39-year-old AJ Moeller. One of the most accomplished wingless drivers in the country wheels the 21H in his return to the Nationals. Representing USAC is the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. Racing in his hometown for the Nationals, a regular at Huset's and Knoxville, the 22 car will be Riley Goodnow.
A legend of the local and national sprint car racing scene with 59 career wins at Knoxville, T-Mac Terry McCarroll rolls out in the 24 car. Another rookie entry, this one a regular 360 driver from Missouri. This will be the 24W of Garrett Williamson. Making his first Knoxville Nationals appearance, the West Coast 360 regular Justin Sanders looks to turn some heads in the Swindell Speed Labs, number 39. Holding second on the Knoxville Raceway all-time win list for 360 competition, with 9 wins at the track and 410s. When you see the eye-catching light blue, that's Clint Garner. In the 45 is an Australian visiting the States for a month to race in this event. From Bendigo, Victoria is Rusty Hickman.
The 49J is a local driver from West Burlington. He travels to many of the Midwest and Great Plains tracks nearby, Josh Schneiderman. Currently leading the ASCS points standings and competing in his first Nationals is the driver from Salpulpa, Oklahoma. This yellow number 52 is brought out by Blake Hahn. Originally from Sikeston, Missouri, now residing in Avon, Indiana, is a full-time All-Star with 4 wins in 2022. They call him Hunter Percent. This is Hunter Schurenberg. From Des Moines, Iowa, a 24-year-old self-made team owner, one of the 2 girls racing in the Nationals this year, McKenna Hassey. A weekly driver at Port Royal, making his second trip to the Knoxville Nationals alongside his son Logan. From Harrisonville, Pennsylvania, the legend Mike Wagner. An IRA Sprint Car Series driver with 5 career wins, the Rockstar Energy car is driven by Jordan Goldsberry.
In the famous Indy Race Part 71 car for the Nationals is the driver from Visalia, California, formerly the guy that drove the Rudine Racing number 26 car. It's Corey Eliason. The 73 car is once synonymous with the IRA Sprint Car Series and Wisconsin. This year he's been traveling to more races around the country, the big wheel, Scotty Thiel. Another Australian, this one from Alice Springs, Northern Territory, Australia, in the Roth Racing 83 car, a full-time outlaw driver still searching for his first win this year. It's James McFadden. Out of McLaren Vale, Australia, is the driver of the Black Spot Design 84 car. This is Scott Boguski. Originally from Neptune City, New Jersey, now residing in New Oxford, Pennsylvania, a full-time all-star driver for the past 2 seasons. This is Kyle Reinhardt. A 24-year-old true outlaw competing for Rookie of the Year out of Australia is Lachlan McHugh.
With that grid in mind, here's a look at who will be starting out on Thursday. In the Zemco number 1, returning after a huge flip on Friday night last year, he leads Port Royal track points, Logan Wagner of Harrisonville, Pennsylvania.
A 3-time World of Outlaw winner in 2022, the son of the outlaw Bobby Allen from Hanover, Pennsylvania, this is Jacob Allen.
From Sydney, Australia, is the local driver for JW Motorsport. Linton Jeffrey looks for a rebound after a nasty crash in the Capitani Classic. Not quite sure what this car will look like, but a well-known West Coast driver will drive it. From San Jose, Tim Kading. Out of Jackson, Minnesota, driving the Wassman Racing 4W. The Kaiser Aluminum Wheels car is Matt Wassman.
Winner of the 2022 Bristol Bash, driving the PA-based CJB Motorsports number 5 out of Lebanon, Indiana, this is Spencer Baston. From Port Royal, Pennsylvania, in his own number 5C with Valley Supply on side, Dylan Sisme competes in his second Knoxville Nationals. Out of Plainfield, Indiana, the 2015 IRA Outlaw Sprint Series champion, Bill Rose looks to find victory lane in Knoxville, Iowa. From Troy, Ohio, bringing out the 6A, he drives for Team PGRD, Adam Cruea. In the 7BC for Clarkson Marshall Racing is the defending champion and current points leader for the All-Star Circuit of Champions. Representing Indianapolis is Sunshine Tyler Courtney.
A graduate of Iowa State University, he drives the 7 Taz Weekly at Knoxville. Another farmer by day is Tasker Phillips. Driving his own number 09 sprint car, a weekly Knoxville and Huset Speedway competitor, Matt Jewell, a past NASCAR driver who cut his teeth on dirt. He returns to Knoxville as a full-time Outlaws driver, Casey Kane of Enumclaw, Washington, in his own number 9. The son of the King and 2005 Knoxville Nationals winner, Craig Kenzer, looks to end his 5-year winless drought.
Accounting major by day, racer by night. She races regularly in Ohio with the 410s and 260s, Harley White. Representing the Pennsylvania Posse from Liverpool, PA, in the Village Square Plaza number 11T is TJ Stutz. In his first Knoxville Nationals is the defending champion of USAC midget competition, Buddy Kofoid sets off in the 11X.
A rookie in competition at Knoxville, he hails from Eagle, Nebraska. The 12 car is Tyler Drueke. The 15H has championships in the seat with the driver from Sunnyvale, Texas. This red and black machine is piloted by Sam Hafertein. The picture shown does no justice for this driver out of Burlington, Iowa. Bobby Mincer gets ready to do battle again at his home track. The 16 car has an Australian who's been racing sprint cars for a long time, competing full-time this season at Houston Speedway, Brooke Tatnell. The North Pole Nightmare, 10-time IRA Sprint Car champion, drives the 17B for B Squared Motorsports. This is Bill Baylog. An interesting guy, not afraid to say what he thinks, from Lakeland, Tennessee. I don't have a picture of his 17S, but this was Sammy Swindell. Driving the Mid-Nebraska Land Developers 18R, an occasional entry at Knoxville, this is Ryan Roberts of Aurora, Nebraska.
In his first full-time season with the All-Star Circuit of Champions with championships in USAC to his name before that, the NOS Energy 19W will be piloted by Chris Wyndham. A World of Outlaws rookie this year, driving the 20G for Rando Gas LLC, Noah Gass of Mounds, Oklahoma. A 5-time track champion and 59-time race winner at Knoxville Raceway, Brian Brown looks for his first national title with former Knoxville National champion Danny Lasowski as his crew chief.
Another one of the 4 Canadians in this race hails from Winnipeg. In the Buffalo Wild Wings 21K is Thomas Kennedy. A true outlaw, racing all over the country in the Rowdy Energy 24R, Rico Abreu of St. Helena, California.
Originally from the state of Washington, this is the leader in rookie points at Knoxville this season. In the black and silver to number 25 is J.J. Hickel. For Rudine Racing out of Angola, Indiana, full-time all-star new to the ride is Zeb Wise. In the Jetco Tools 27 is a local, currently 3rd in track points, representing a tried-and-true racing family from Altoona, Iowa, is Carson McCarl. Driving the infamous 27 Hefner racing machine out of Oklahoma, the 2013 World of Outlaws champion, Darren Pittman. From Alakepa, Pennsylvania, the 2010 Knoxville National winner, known as the Steel City Outlaw, it is Tim Schaefer.
Driving his own Sun Electric 35 car from the Hoosier State, watch out when you see Zach Hampton. Driving a staple car from central Pennsylvania, the Sorek Hatch number 35 is a Buckeye with a long history in sprint car racing. This is the 6-time All-Stars champion, Chad Kemenaugh. Known as the Concrete Kid, he holds the most wins in 410 sprint car competition so far this year at 17. From Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, Anthony Macri. A World of Outlaws driver from California, driving for a team with 2 Nationals wins, hoping to get Jason Johnson racing a 3rd, is Carson Macedo. Carrying on the 3rd generation of a racing family, representing Western Pennsylvania, the 42 car is Cy Lynch. A local driver from Ankeny, currently sitting 16th in track championship standings, the 44 car is Chris Martin.
One of the 4 Canadian drivers, this one is in the car number 47X. The 23-year-old regularly competes with the All-Star Circuit of Champions, Dylan Westbrook. The 49 car is the 3-time and defending champion of the World of Outlaws and 2018 Knoxville Nationals winner. This is the Big Cat, Brad Sweet. He's driven for car owners in Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Cale Thomas will be driving the 49X for Rudzik Racing. A NASCAR champion from Elk Grove, California, and the reigning champion of the Knoxville Nationals, driving for Paul Silva, this is Kyle Larson. The 2012 Knoxville National champion from Australia, driving the Roth Motorsports Speedway Engine Development and TRD number 83, it's Kerry Madsen.
A Californian 360 driver who's been around the horn here before, Tanner Carrick races with the 83T from Lincoln, California. Another part of the McCarl family is the driver of the red number 88. Along with his father and brother, competing this weekend is Austin McCarl. A local Ohio native in the Sealing Motorsports number 97, bringing in a solid year of finishes so far, this is Greg Wilson. Making his first entry at the Knoxville Nationals in his own 97G, this is Alan Gilbertson from Minnesota. Logan Fenton Racing brings the 2017 ASCS Rookie of the Year back to Knoxville as a true outlaw. Representing Alberta, Canada, is Skylar G. And that's your field for the 2 qualifying nights and for the entirety of the 61st Knoxville Nationals. Who do you think is going to take the crown and win this weekend at the biggest race in sprint car racing? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you to Cole Fralick and Matt Faust for helping me produce this video. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.